Monsignor Jared Kalumba, our parish priest, our chaplains, and all the concelebrants present here, the president of the Association of the Religious in Uganda, Mother Namsisi Speranza, and your executive, the Secretary General, the Association of the Religious in Uganda, Sister Lydia and your team, the religious men and women, the members of the family of the late Brother Michael, dear fellow mourners in your various capacities, ladies and gentlemen. It was 3rd May this year, a month ago, when we joyfully gathered around Brother Michael to congratulate him and thank God as he was celebrating his 90th birthday anniversary. Weak as he was, he gathered enough energy and strength to cut the birthday cake and cheered up for few visitors who had come around to congratulate him. It was a rather an exciting moment. The joy of celebrating 90 years gave him a lot of strength and hope that was unfortunately short-lived as his life gradually started deteriorating until Sunday morning when the Lord called him to himself. We thank God for the gift of the good life he gave our Brother Michael and for keeping him serving in his vineyard for the last 66 years as a brother of Christian instruction. Although Brother Michael was weak health-wise, he remained mentally and spiritually sober and alert, and his memory remained sharp. Monsignor, we are very grateful for having accepted to come here and be the main celebrant for this Requiem Mass, and for the message you have carried from His Grace, the Archbishop of Kampala. We also thank you for the nourishing and comforting words you have shared with us in your homily. Indeed, we are consoled. I also thank the concelebrant and all the priests who have offered various sacrifices of Mass at different times and places, praying for the peaceful repose of the soul of our departed brother. We are very grateful, fathers. My sincere condolences to the family members upon the loss of your pillar, your administrator, your advisor, and your elder. As we condole with you, we also thank you for giving us Brother Michael to serve the people of God as a religious. We thank you for the love, care, and support you extended to him for all these years. Dr. Katongola and your family, we thank you, particularly as you have always been available in all situations, even on his deathbed. As you said, you availed these young children to him, and they would be around, carry him around to get fresh air. May God bless and reward you. My condolences to the old students, the sons and the daughters, and all the beneficiaries of Brother Michael. Many of you have remained in close contact with him and have, in one way or another, assisted and facilitated in his medication. We thank you. Condolences to all his friends and the family of the Brothers of Christian Instruction. Your prayers and support have always been a source of hope, joy, and happiness to our brother. Brother Michael has had health challenges for quite some time, and many people have been very significant to make sure that he maintained a smile on his face. On top of the family members, I would like to thank in a special way, as Dr. Katongole said, Madame Annette Nassari, always known as Mama Mole. She has always been on his side to an extent of sacrificing and surrendering her entire family to be available to take care of our brother. We thank you. Our Dr. Jackson, our resident medical officer here at Mount, you have always been there day and night to make sure the brother remains healthy. Before Jackson came here, we had also other nurses. We had Richard and Nurse Viragwa. I'm sure they are around. And the others, they really did a lot to help our brother remain healthy. Musao Pius, thank you. Thank you for having been a real and true friend of Brother Michael. Musao Pius not only took care of the physical health of brother, but also his spiritual life, as he used to walk to his place, clean him up, dress him up, and bring him to this chapel for Mass. We thank you. To all the brothers, particularly the Provincial Treasurer, Brother Rogers, you have always made sure that brother gets proper medical attention and care. We thank you. Brother Mtebi Emmanuel, who has been his community superior, we thank you for the job well done. The brothers in Zaira community and around Mount and all over the province, we thank you. The support staff of the brothers, more especially the Zaira community, we also thank you for the support and care you extended to our brother. We thank the administration and staff of Kisubi Hospital for all they did to save the life of our brother. We also thank Dr. Rose Byanyuma, the director of Marago Hospital, for all the visits, medical advice, services and support offered to Brother Michael. Special thanks and condolences to Justice Jane Chigundu. She has loved, sacrificed a lot, and took good care of our brother without any reservation. Considering her position, she could come here with her bodyguards and the driver. They change clothes, go to Brother Michael's place and clean it, and they could leave Brother Michael happier than they would find him. We thank them. The old boys, more especially the Shakoba and Buja boys, you indeed loved your headmaster up to the end. We thank you. The list is quite long and endless, and if I continue, we shall not leave this place. We recognize and appreciate the members of the Malaysian family, as you have always been visiting and cracking jokes with brother, and for all the support and contribution towards the success of this function. We thank all of you people of God for all the condolence messages, the contributions, and for being physically present today to send off our brother. May God bless and reward you abundantly. Like the Uganda martyrs who sacrificed their lives for the good cause, Brother Michael has lived a life of sacrifice, sharing his talents, his gifts, and his resources with all. He has always been very keen and ready to assist in the education of very many individuals up to his last days. Even a few days ago, he was still busy mobilizing resources to get tuition for some needy children. We shall remember him for his unwavering support for the less privileged. With a gentle and open hand, he touched countless lives and had a lot of impact on the people he encountered. He was a committed and dedicated teacher, as well as a good administrator, who ensured and promoted discipline, academic performance, and physical development in all the schools he headed. In all these institutions, Brother inspired, mentored, taught, held hands, and touched the souls of many students, many teachers, staff members, and parents. He will always be remembered for his friendly disposition. As a student, Brother Michael was a very intelligent scientist, because he used to tell us that when he went to America for his studies, and they were given an experiment, a practical one, to bisect rats, I think, and all the rats of other students died, apart from the rat of Brother Michael.
The rats.
That's how brilliant he was. I thank the choir for animating this Mass. I thank the Uganda Funeral Services for proper handling of the remains of our brother, and all the organizers in general for ensuring that brother is accompanied in a proper and decent way to his resting place. In a special way, mourners, allow me to thank Reverend Father Angelo Semugoma, the chaplain of our university, the University of Kisubi, who has always been available and ready to administer the sacrament of anointing of the sick whenever brother needed it. Father Angelo, I believe and I'm sure that you have prepared him to meet his Creator in a worthy way and state. Brother Michael was finally declared and certified dead on 2nd June 2024 at Kisubi Hospital. And the cause of his death was cardiorespiratory arrest, 2nd degree to respiratory failure. Interestingly and coincidentally, Brother Michael had his friend and a classmate, Brother Bosco Bajuga. He also died on the same date, 2nd June 2014. Meaning Brother Michael has died exactly 10 years after the death of his friend. We continue to pray for his soul to rest in eternal peace.